Hi, in this tutorial I'll show you how to set up a JDBC Derby database to work with Java. Okay, so first I will try to make the environment to use Java 1.8. Um, let me run the command to find out what Java version I have. Java version. So currently I have Java version 10 that I have on my machine. But in my projects I'm pointing to a different Java version. Let me show you this. Build path, configure build path. And here I'm actually using Java 1.8. So currently my projects are working fine with the Derby that I have, because this Derby jar is coming from JDK 1.8.0_65. That's when it was still available in the JDK. Currently, in the newer version of JDK, there is no DB folder inside JDK, so you have to download Derby jars separately. And that's what I'm going to show how to do that. So firstly, I will point my project to different JDK. Before I do that, I will run the project to show you that it's working fine currently, and then we'll run it again after I change it to different Java. So everything is working fine. I can filter here and so on. Okay, let me close this. Now I will change what Java I'm pointing to. Configure build path and libraries. So I'll remove this, and I'll remove this Derby remove, and instead I will say and library JRE system. So not that one, I want a different one. I want something that is higher version than my current one. Okay, so let me go to Java, and here you can see that I have different JDK versions. I don't have the one that is 1.8, but slightly higher version than 0.65. So I will download that one. So I already opened the page here to download that JDK. So I have to say accept here, and then I will download the JDK for version 64. This one right here. I'll put it into my folder, maybe just right here. Okay, there it is. Show in folder. And let me run the installation. So it's preparing to install now. Okay, so I have to click next. Next. It's still installing Java. Okay, I got this message now. I'll just say okay. And it's going to place the new Java under Program Files Java JRE. Just go back. I thought I'm getting JDK. Yes, I am. Alright, looks like it finished. Close. Let me open my Java folder to see if I have my new JDK. So this is the one that I installed just now. Okay, as you can see here, I don't have a DB folder, but in my old one, JDK 1.865, I had a DB folder. So that's the difference between the JDK from before and the newer versions of JDK. Okay, so in my project, I will add this new JDK I just installed. Select. And finish. And this is the one that I'm going to use. Apply and close. Change it here, finish, apply and close. So let me try running this example again. I removed the Derby, run as Java application. So my expectation that it's not going to run. So I'm getting the error, no suitable driver found for JDBC Derby books. So I don't have a proper driver, and that's the expected output. So now what I need to do, I need to find, I need to get the proper driver. So for this, I need to follow the instructions from this website. Let me go here. So here I give you a link that you need to follow. So click on the link, click on the link, and it will take me to this page. So I actually have it open right here. Okay, so here, if I start from the beginning, it says install JDK. Let me see from the beginning. Okay, so here it says Java Development Kit 9 or higher, mine is 1.8, but this is still will be fine. Let me open this link here. Oh, sorry, this is not the correct step that I'm doing. So here, Apache Derby. So I need to go to this link right here. And from here, I need to select my the version that I want. So they have options for Java 8 and higher, for Java 9 and higher, Java 6 and higher. So what I have is 8 and higher. So mine is 1.8. So I'll take this one, this 10.14.2.0. Click here. And from this list of all the things that I can install, I'll just take the first one, bean.zip. Download that. I'll put it in the same place. Once it downloads, I need to unzip it to another location. So the location that I will unzip it to will be in my C drive, extract files, and I will provide the path where I want it to extract files to. So I will change this location to drive C, and I'll create a new folder. I'll copy this line, but the name of the folder for me will be Apache. Okay, Apache, and in addition to that, I think I will add this. Okay, so let me navigate to that location to see what is getting installed. So I don't see it yet. Oh, that's because I'm in program files. So Apache. And here I have this folder and I have another. So I don't want to have two levels with the same name. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to copy all these files, cut and paste over here. I want them to be at this level. And once they finish copying, this folder is now empty. I can delete this folder. Okay, so this is what I want. Let's go back to the instructions, what we need to do here. I'll go back to this page. So here it says once you have done that, they say create the directory at C drive Apache and then unzip your folder there. That's what I did. The next step is set Derby install. I will open my command prompt, and then I'll take this command and I'll put it in Notepad. But instead of saying this, I need to get my version that I installed, because they had many versions. I need one specific version that I have on my machine. So I'll go here and I'll copy this path and just replace this whole thing. So it doesn't matter where you put it as long as you make this step correct. So after that, I'll copy this line and paste it in my let's try this again. Copy, paste, and run. Okay, and then I can check it by running command equal % derby install %. So I can see it's displaying the same path that I set. So after this, I need to do some of the configuration here. I need to use, so Derby jar is the engine for Derby embedded database, and it has a driver. Alright, so I need to run this command now. Copy. First I will paste it to Notepad. If there's some special formatting, perhaps it will be removed. And now I will run this line in my command prompt. Okay, and now I will check the class path by running command echo class path. Okay, and I see it's pointing to the same thing. So I'm good with this step. I will continue to the next step. So I need to CD to navigate to that location where I installed Derby, but to the bin folder. So I can run this command. And you can see my location changed now. So after doing that, I need to run this file. Set. Let me copy it again. Okay. Now I want to run this command to see what happened if things are set up. So when I run it, I'm getting all kinds of information here. So it's telling me what version of Java I'm running. So it's actually saying I'm running 10 on my machine, which is fine. For the project I'm using 1.8. I'm not actually using 10. Okay, and then it's giving me, it looks like it set up this, this, and this. Let's move on to the next step. So next step, step 2. Go in here, and now I will run this command, Java, and so on. Let me copy this again. Okay, I was able to enter this interactive SQL scripting tool. Okay, so let's see, now that I have that, I can try to run to create database in here. Okay, so now it's created the database. And I can go actually check. So here they say the database name is MyDB test. I'll go to the location where I have the database, Derby, into the bin folder. So I ran actually this command earlier, set embedded cpbat, and I created the database MyDB test. So you can see a folder here now, MyDB test. I want to check something. Notepad, run as administrator. I want to try to open this file. Try to open this one. Maybe I'll change the extension bat to txt. It's still not working. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to do something different, but I'll get back to that later. I want to set up this so I can use it more, to make it more convenient to use. But in the meantime, we can continue. So I can connect to the database, I can create the database. I will actually exit now. It seems like things are working. And now what I want to do, I want to go to my project here, and firstly, this project specifically already has a database and it already has things set up. The only thing it's missing is the Derby jar build pass. And I will add that, add external jars. This is my JDK, but I want to go to Apache, Derby, libraries, and I want to add this Derby jar to my project. Hit apply and close. Let me try to run it now. Run as Java application. So, and already things are working. The step that I skipped is to create this database in my project because I already had it. So I'll show you how to do that next. First, I will delete this database, books, delete. And let me refresh. Right, I'm not sure if it's getting deleted or not. So what I am going to do, I'll navigate to that location and delete from there. Copy. So I want to delete this books folder. And now I want to try to run this again. Let me refresh the project first. Refresh, you can see that folder is gone now. And run the project. And this time I'm getting error, database books not found. So it's not complaining about the driver anymore. It's complaining about database, the one that I just deleted. So to fix that problem, I need to navigate to this location again. This is the location of my project. Copy. And I have my SQL here at this level outside of bin and sources. Okay. So I need to navigate to that location. CD. So didn't switch. So let me switch like this first. Okay, so I'm in E drive. Is this the correct place? Yes, this is the correct place. So here I want to run that command to connect to the database. So I need to first go to this tool to interact with the database. And here I want to run, I don't want to run this specifically command. I want to change it to books. Books. And I also want to provide username username and password. So for me, username and password are Lilia. Let me grab the instructions about how to do that. So if I go to these slides that we have on our website. So somewhere here I have that line of code that you can use. So here, so I need to add user, provide the name for the user and password. And then I have to close the string. Okay, so here I have user equals Lilia and password equals Lilia as well. So now I will hit enter to run this code, and after that I will need to run this books SQL. Just copy paste it here. I will remove this curly apostrophes and change them for the straight ones. Let me go back here. So this is done. By the way, if we want to see what happened after I run this command connect, if we navigate to the project, you can see that this books folder was created. And now after I run SQL file, it will also populate data into that database. Now I can go back. Before going back, sorry, I will exit from my database here, from my connection. And now I will run this code again. And we're good to go. So the database exists, it's populated, and I can retrieve data from it. So this is what you need to do to set up the database. One thing that some students noticed with this new way of doing working with Derby is that if I close this window and open new one, I will not be able to run this command to enter this tool to interact with database. So if I run it now, I'm okay. If I close the window and I open the new one, let's test this. And if I run that command again, oh, I didn't save it. Let me go to this website again. So here it is. If I run it again, now it's not working, and I have to repeat exactly the same steps again. So this is the I'll try to figure out how to fix this, that you don't have to repeat all the steps, that you can run this command at any time. But another option, I will create another tutorial how to set up MySQL on your machines, and you can choose whether you want to work with Derby or MySQL.